fatalities, including a New York City firefighter. Some of the walking wounded were able to leave Bellevue this afternoon, bruised and dirty, but lucky to be alive. This elevator repairman who survived the first World Trade Center bombing ran out, tools still in hand.
When building collapse, I got a lot of smoke.
You breathe in a lot of smoke?
A lot of smoke. They check out. It takes time, you know. But thank God, second time in my life I survived.
Bellevue began mobilizing soon after the explosions. Doctors, nurses, even medical students ready to staff the emergency room. There have been 2 fatalities among the more than 120 victims transported here, but many of the injured have been taken to several area hospitals. Still, as a level 1 trauma center, doctors expect to see many more serious injuries.
We're going to see probably very, very critical patients with tremendous crush injuries, tremendous traumatic injuries, as they explore the area and find people in this disastrous place.
Among those near the scene, the head of the Health and Hospitals Corporation, whose car was nearly crushed by debris. He says a battery of grief counselors are ready.
We know that many, probably thousands of people that were physically okay will not be mentally okay, that they will have to deal with very serious traumatic experience where these images will repeat themselves.
The hospital has put out an urgent plea for blood donations, particularly type O negative, the universal donor. Throughout the day, hundreds of New Yorkers lined up to volunteer, including Jeff Lanka, who was in the 28th floor of 2 World Trade, but made it out.
My life was spared, so let me give back. And Bellevue, I think, is the closest to Penn Station. I walked over, and now I'm here.
Consider yourself lucky, huh?
Thank you, yeah, I do.
Now, as for the blood situation, they're starting to turn people away, actually, from Bellevue Hospital because they've processed as many people as they can for the next 12 hours, but they say that does not eliminate the need. There are places in the city that you can still donate. Also, a phone number has been set up. If you think you might have a loved one at Bellevue Hospital, there is a phone number for families to call. That number, 212-562-7696. Once again, 562-7696. That's the latest from Bellevue Hospital. Marcus Solis, ABC-7 Eyewitness News.
Several ways you can help. Thank you, Marcus Solis at Bellevue Hospital. We want to tell you that a moment ago when Jeff Rossen was giving his report about a collapse or some type of commotion which is creating a huge dust cloud, that was indeed, they're telling us from upstairs, 7 World Trade Center, a 47-tall tower which has collapsed. It had been evacuated earlier today and was on fire, and firefighters were just trying to contain that blaze at the time that it came down.
47 stories. Okay, we have told you throughout this broadcast that there is a shortage of blood, and we want to give you a number that you can